Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's going on with all of you? Back again with me. Alright, guys. So today I want to tell a discussion with all of you guys about Bostin Lloyd. Okay, Bostin Lloyd. Bostin Lloyd. It's one of my favorite guys because when it comes to the truth in bodybuilding, Bostin Lloyd is always open up and he don't care about what others people say because he just telling the truth. You have to listen to Bostin Lloyd because if you're passionate in bodybuilding, if you're passionate on the fitness industry, okay, Bostin Lloyd is one of the perfect example for all of you to learn, okay, because he's always telling you the truth, no bullshit, no everything, okay. So I want to shout out to Bostin Lloyd, and of course with the Ron Harris also in the Muscular Development Magazine old interview YouTube videos, and I'm learning and I'm glad I can know this, and I'm glad I'm one of the people who watch this. Okay, so before we go jump up into it, please click the bell button, guys, and let's see what we can learn with talking and discussion together. Like normally, I always invite you to learning and learning more and more. So today we're gonna learning what we can get from the Bostin Lloyd and the Ron Harris in the Muscular Development Magazine YouTube videos. Oh well, this is old videos. So let's see, guys. So okay guys, today the topic is what you should be doing if you want to enhance yourself, or watch this before you take it your drugs or supplementation or everything to your body. Okay, if you want to enhance yourself, watch this before and you can know what you gonna do for your next plan and your next strategy in your future.
But I think that the biggest thing is I've looked at everything as longevity. And a lot of young listeners listen to this. Like, you guys can take as many drugs as you want, right? And your body can only put on as much muscle as your body's going to allow it to. It's not like you take more and you're going to gain more muscle. You'll maybe put on some more water weight, which I've been there. I've been chasing the scale. Like, I need to get to 290, need to get to 280. And your body can only put on so much muscle. So take it slow. Don't force feed. Listen to your body.
So, how about that, guys? Okay, really good advice in the beginning, right? In the beginning this video. That's a really good advice, okay? And that's a really good things too. Also, what's Bostin Lloyd making the statement? You can take it more and you can take it as much as you want. If you want to enhance yourself with using your drugs, you're not gonna gain more muscle. It's not necessary, guys, okay? Just take it slow, okay? Low doses in the beginning, and let's see, okay, what you can improve with your genetic, what you can improve with your training, with your diet, with the low doses. Start with the low doses and don't get it too fast, don't doing too fast and jump up into the high doses. That's the number one good advice, guys.
If you put on 35 pounds and you know that you can only put on 10 pounds of lean tissue a year, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You're putting on fat and shit. So that's my biggest thing. And I've really backed down on everything. Like, I don't really have carbs in the morning if I'm not hungry for them. Like, I only have carbs around my workout, and I'm steadily growing. I'm like 270 lean, and it's just sometimes if I'm not hungry in 3 hours, I'll wait another hour and I'll eat at the 4th hour mark. You just got to listen to your body.
Yes, of course. If 1 year you gain in 35 pounds in your weight scale, and the 10 pounds is the lean tissue, what's the another 25 pounds? Okay, of course it's water weight, of course it's the fat, and of course it's the anything. Okay, so take it slowly, guys, slowly. Muscle, it's not built like that. It's more slow. Depends on how you're training, depends on how your nutrition and your recovery also. Okay, there is always up and down situation. Okay, you're not gonna always 100% when it comes to the training, diet, and recovery. Okay, there is always up and down situation, so take it slowly.
I don't think back in the day that you thought genetics were that critical. It seems to me that you've sort of changed your point of view about that.
I've always thought genetics were crucial. I've always been on that, always, since like day one.
Believe it or not, genetics is number one. Okay, the most important, really influence and relate when it comes to the building muscle. Okay, genetic is 100% in the higher place to see the result. Are you really have the good genetics and really can build muscle as fast as possible when it comes to the bodybuilding, when it comes to the building muscle. Okay, don't believe all of the shit, don't believe all of this any advice out there. Genetics, it's not important. Genetics, it's not really you have to thinking about. That is bullshit, guys. Genetic is number one. Okay, I don't care how hard you're training, I don't care how properly your nutrition, I don't care how hard your recovery. If you don't have any genetics, you cannot be the best. Be the best if we're talking about the bodybuilding, right? You cannot be the best bodybuilder out there, like a bodybuilder out there. Maybe like a competitors out there. Like me, I don't have any genetics, I don't have any good genetics, and I don't even can be the amateur, just amateur. I cannot achieve that level, come on, because I don't have any kind like the good genetics and any support genetics. Okay, so take it mind, guys, take it mind. I give you the reality today. So don't mad at me, guys.
Because I see guys that I train that like respond insane to just such little stuff, and then you got guys that are just like, "Are you cheating on your diet? Like, what's going on? Like, you're not." Like, it's a slower process for some people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I swear to God, Ron, I've used low doses, and they work. Don't get me wrong, they work.
Yeah.
But when I run certain drugs higher, they work better. Yeah. You know, like
low doses is work, but the higher doses, it's not necessary work. Depends on how you really make it the strategy and can doing the correctly with the high doses. Okay, Bostin Lloyd is doing the correctly. That's why he gaining more and he can be better with the higher doses than the low doses because he have the knowledge and he have done correctly. Guys, how about you? If you're really done the same thing like a Bostin Lloyd, you're doing everything properly and you gaining more in the higher doses. So let's get it, okay? Continue that. That's good. But if you love in the passion of bodybuilding, right?
300 makes a trend. If I run a week, if I run 700 makes a trend, I get better results. I mean, that's just me. You know, same with Masteron. If I run 300 or 100 every other day or 100 every day, I get better results with 100 every day. And majority of my clients do. But now there is a point where I've tried 2 to 3 grams of this and that, and then it just there's no real benefit after that. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's what I think. Okay, that's what I'm also thinking about. If 100 milligram test, okay, whatever the cycle you're using, it works for you, why you go jump up more higher in 300 milligrams? Okay, even with 1 grams or 2 grams, that is insane. Come on, guys. If 100 milligrams is work for you, just stick into it. Okay, keep it. What's the reason you go jump up more higher, like 500 milligrams, like a 600 milligrams? If 100 milligrams is give you the same result with 500 milligrams, stick it to 100 milligrams, guys. Okay, don't waste your money, don't wasting your everything. Okay, just keep it safe for longevity.
That guy is like a freak. Like, he doesn't even need much. He probably runs bare minimal. I think Phil Heath doesn't run a lot. But then you got guys up there that, you know, who have that drug look. And you could just tell, like a Branch Warren, a Fouad Abiad. You could just tell they just look like, I don't know. It's just that you could just tell.
Why, boss? Why, Bostin Lloyd? Why you not want to tell? Tell me, okay? Tell me. Come on. Tell me, Bostin Lloyd.
Well, I mean, do you agree that I don't think back in the day that you thought genetics were that critical? It seems to me that you've sort of changed your point of view about that.
Do this shit now.
Do you believe that much is necessary? Because, you know, I personally, and a lot of guys from my era, we think it's overkill because we know what was used back in the day.
Well, you remember we did that interview at the New England's, like, what was that, 2013, right?
Yeah.
And then now it's 2017.
Yeah.
And, like, I was using more then, way more than I am now. You know, that was when I made that, it was like 12-gram cycle combined to whatever. But, yeah, I think certain drugs, like what are you going to do if you take your test over a gram or 2 grams? There's just going to be adverse side effects. Estrogen is going to shoot through the roof. You're going to have to combat it with a ton of anti-estrogens. So I do believe that there's certain drugs that, yeah, like you could take too much and it'll actually hinder your physique.
Yeah, guys, that's the effect if you really over taking any all of this kind of like certain drugs you're using, okay? And if you already combine all of the type of the certain drugs, okay, whatever the drugs you name it, okay, wow, the effect it's not really joke, guys, okay, like Bostin Lloyd said, okay, you're gonna put on in the anti-estrogen in your body, any extra, you know, the effect of the anti-estrogen, I think it could be like a gyno gonna relate in your outlook visual, okay. Of course, I'm really sure about it, guys, come on, don't take it any over, please. And if you wanted to combine, just make it strategy and find the another way, okay, find the good way if you want to combine any certain drugs and use the correctly. Just learning, guys, learning like me. I'm always learning more and more. You can learning from Bostin Lloyd for the example, right?
From growing. But then again, it's like that's why you have to know, I mean, blood work is kind of crucial, because if you go in there and you don't aromatize, or you aromatize extra, people are super sensitive to tests, some people aren't. I think it's all based on that, but I think a lot of it's genetic too, because I know guys that respond like crazy to 500 mg a test, right?
Yep.
And then I know other guys that have to run more. I do to get the same type of result. So, you know what I mean? So you can't treat everyone the same. You really can't.
It's not just because brains Warren take it 300 milligrams or 3 grams, okay? For the example, right? For the example, 3 grams cycle doesn't mean it's really gonna doing the same work the same with you, guys. If brains Warren gaining 50 pounds in 1 month with the 3 grams of the cycle, doesn't mean you're gonna gain the same like a Branch Warren did. It's not make sense, okay? Everybody it's different. You cannot expect the same result with everyone in this world, okay? It's gonna be different. It depends on how your genetics, like I said before, depends on how genetics, how the properly your training, nutrition, and recovery also, okay? Everybody is different. Genetics is more important, guys.
But as far as that, I mean, I think a lot of it's genetic, man. I really do. Because I know guys who have used so much hard stuff and are like in their 50s now, 60s, and they're fine. So, and they're not using hard stuff now at that age, but they were. I don't think your body could handle all the drugs at like for you, if you went to go on a crazy cycle, right? Like a ton of tren and shit.
Yeah.
I think you would feel terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I think anybody feels terrible on a ton of trend, personally. But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think anybody feels wonderful on a ton of trend.
So that's my videos about, guys. So what we can learn from the Bostin Lloyd and Ron Harris in the Vascular Development Magazine YouTube videos. And remind, guys, okay, get notice, this is old videos, old interview videos from Ron Harris with Bostin Lloyd, and we can still learning, okay? So I'm gonna searching and looking more and more what we can learning, and I'm gonna sharing with all of you guys, because this is what the channel videos I'm making about for learning more and more if you have the passion in bodybuilding like me, okay? Because I realize I'm just a kid and I cannot say anything based on what I know, okay? Because there is a lot we can learning more and more in bodybuilding, and there is a lot expert we can learn, okay? Because I don't have any experience at the same time, I don't have any kind of like more knowledge at the same time, so I would like looking forward and invite you at the same time what we can learn from any coach, any expert, any bodybuilder out there to be better in bodybuilding. So that's my podcast, what I want to tell to all of you guys. So hopefully this video can bring the benefit and value to all of you. So thank you so much guys for watching. If you love this video and love this content, please click the bell button, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'm gonna bring more anything, more and more in bodybuilding world division. Thank you so much guys. May God bless you all.